Yo, my Earth being told me everything what happened in my life. I told him everything what happened in my life, that I don't know how to protect myself. Those hunters, if they're gonna find me and kill me, they'll put me in the pound. And so, he decided to help me to keep me safe in a faraway place that he could keep me safe. He took me to a faraway galaxy. I was surprised I was in a faraway galaxy. He took me safe. It was no place like home, like paradise for me and the almighty Earth being.
What was it like there?
It was like home, like a faraway home. He raised me how to become a hero, to protect myself from hunters and evil villains. And I lost a short memory term lost. And I try to remember the ways of the Almighty Being.
Don't let fear overcome you. Once you wield your own true power, you will face your true self and your true powers. You had to be yourself to truly achieve your true power. So the Almighty Being.
He raised me and trained me for days. Each day and every night, every afternoon and every evening. Until a few days later, he gave me new garments and new clothes for me to wear. And I was so realistic that I might become almighty like the Earth Almighty Being someday.
What was his name?
His name was Lithus.
Lithus?
The Great War happened because of the supreme being of darkness attacked the entire place of the galaxy until he was about to kill me.
What happened to Lithus?
And the other almighty being of light was the user. Once they sealed him away, the mains tried to destroy everything until the almighty being of darkness destroyed him. And including Lithus. He sacrificed himself to save my life. Until then, he gave me his final words. He told me this request after he sent me back to Earth. Lithus! Please! Don't die on me!
Listen to me. I've got a favor to ask you. I want you to become the almighty being of Earth. Take my place. Take my powers. Take my place to be the almighty being of Earth. Find someone to stop and be safe at planet Earth at all costs.
No! You've been like a father to me.
You have to. You're the only girl I trained you enough to become a full almighty being. Now, take my powers and protect Earth. And whatever happens, I will always love you.
And so, he passed on his powers to me. And now I found myself here, in Earth again. Until then, everything has changed ever since. Now, I was gone lost without anyone else.
So all this time, you had to keep yourself secret, Scarfaunus. And Lithus transfer her powers to you to make you to become the Earth Almighty. And now you've became him. And he transferred his powers to you. And that's why you became the Earth Almighty being. And you met me, right?
Yes. I'm very sorry I had to tell you this and keep it a secret. I was the Almighty Being. He told me to take his place as the new Almighty Being for this world. And I wanted to do everything to save this world. And now the darkness, our being, is now revived once again.
Hey. Scarfaunus, I understand you lost everything you left from the past. But ever since you met Earth Almighty Being, passed it to you to become the new Almighty Being of Earth. And now you're the most interesting, the most important, the most bravest, almightiest ally that I've ever seen in my entire life. I will be proud of you to join me in the greatest of the multiverse guardians.
Really?
Of course, Scarlet Senpai. So, shall we go to another galaxy and find the other almighty beings?
Indeed we shall.